Archangel Michael is attempting to communicate with you urgently and you have only 2 minutes to respond. This moment could alter the course of your life forever. Open this message immediately, my cherished child. I have been vigilant, and every passing second is invaluable right now because a significant event is unfolding in a realm you cannot yet perceive, one that is intrinsically linked to you. Archangel Michael is present, striving to reach out to your heart, having witnessed something imminent. You must understand that this is not a trivial message, it constitutes a divine interruption. Heaven has been quietly attempting to penetrate the chaos surrounding you, and now we arrive at this crucial juncture, a 2-minute window in which to be receptive, to believe, and to affirm something that can transform everything. Michael stands close, his sword not raised for combat against fear but to sever the bonds that have shackled you to hesitation, confusion, and spiritual clamor that has led you to doubt your own potential. You are being drawn to a pivotal moment with only one choice that will unlock the floodgates of miracles that have been orbiting your life. Should you disregard this opportunity, it may slip away, yet if you choose to listen, keeping your heart open for just a few minutes, an immense wave of divine intervention will surge toward you. You have sensed it, haven't you? That peculiar tension in the atmosphere, that feeling as though someone has been calling your name. Though hidden in the silence, you're beginning to recognize that pull, that urgency. It is not mere fantasy, it is Archangel Michael reaching out to you, not through a boisterous proclamation but through energy, light, and spirit manifesting as a stirring within your chest. My dear child, if you overlook this moment, you might miss the revelation that heaven has meticulously prepared for you. Pay close attention. There is someone in your life whom divine providence has placed there for a significant reason. They have not disclosed everything yet. In truth, they are harboring something within them that they intend to unveil at the opportune moment. However, circumstances have shifted and that moment has arrived sooner than anticipated. Archangel Michael warns, if you do not open your spiritual eyes now, that person may depart carrying a truth meant to liberate you. They are struggling with their emotions, feeling confused as they observe you from a distance, believing you might not reciprocate their feelings, but you indeed do, and heaven is aware of it. Proceed with caution. This message is not a coincidence. If you feel that gravitational pull in your heart and are poised to unlock your divine pathway, subscribe immediately. Such opportunities do not repeat themselves in this manner. Your name is being softly murmured in the spiritual realm. Do not let what comes next elude you. Dove, love letter. Subscribe and remain attuned to your message. It is essential to recognize that your silence possesses great significance. Your presence is more resonant than your spoken words, and someone has perceived that in ways they cannot articulate. This is why they lie awake at night, contemplating you. It is the reason they have attempted to distance themselves but have been unable to do so, for God has woven a thread connecting your heart to theirs. Archangel Michael reveals that this thread is luminous, yet a warning must be articulated. Someone nearby is attempting to sever it. This individual may have influence over them, possibly a friend or a family member who is discouraging them from expressing their heartfelt sentiments towards you. You must act swiftly. In a spiritual context, aligning yourself with truth does not involve the act of texting or pursuing someone. It means connecting your heart to the truth, voicing it in prayer, and communicating to the heavens that you are prepared. When you express your acceptance of truth, it creates a pathway for it to reach you, even through barriers, silence, and discomfort. Archangel Michael conveys that your miracle is hindered by a conversation that should have occurred last week but didn't, delayed by fear that clouded someone's judgment. They feared you wouldn't believe them, they believed you had moved on. However, they are unaware of what is known in the divine realm, where Michael perceives your presence as unwavering. You are not gone. Rather, you are patiently awaiting change and holding on to hope. Heaven is now intervening to assist you, but you must remain emotionally open and spiritually aware. You must affirm your readiness, for otherwise, as Michael warns, this opportunity may slip away like wind passing through an open window, felt but not captured. You have already missed enough significant moments in your life, haven't you? Reflect on the times you wondered what might have transpired had you only opened one more message, agreed a moment sooner, or trusted your heart when it first revealed the truth. Do not let this become another regret, nor another instance of wishing you had acted differently. This message is not a trivial matter, it is a divine urgency. Your name has been discussed in a heavenly council highlighted by Archangel Michael. Your radiant essence has attracted attention in the sanctified realm, and that glow remains vibrant. Yet, in your earthly life, someone has attempted to smother your light, someone who is envious of your energy. They may affect their sweet demeanor in your presence, but their words behind your back have obstructed your progress. This person may not even recognize the negative impact of their actions, yet their spirit is at odds with yours. Archangel Michael is here to assist in dispelling that influence, provided you allow him. Invite him into your life, open your heart and welcome this cleansing. Once you do this, doors will begin to open before you. A message will be sent, a truth unveiled, and what you have been yearning for, possibly without your conscious awareness, will be presented, not taken. This process is not about pursuit, it is about alignment. What belongs to you by divine design is currently surrounding you, simply awaiting your response. You have a mere 2 minutes. This is not an invitation for fear, but rather a spiritual opportunity. It is about seizing that rare luminous moment when heaven leans in closer and affirms that this is it, the thing you have longed for is within reach. You must respond now, not in panic but with calmness, trust and an open heart. Take a deep breath, and whether silently or aloud, declare, Archangel Michael, I receive this message, I trust what I cannot yet perceive, I am ready for what heaven has been orchestrating. I fully open my spirit and respond now. The instant you do this, your spiritual frequency will transform, altering the atmosphere around your name. Those who have previously failed to recognize your worth will feel an unseen compulsion to act. Someone who has grappled with their feelings for you will gain clarity, and a person who had intended to reach out next month will be drawn toward you tonight. Indeed, tonight. This illustrates just how tangible your divine moment is. Keep your heart open, for this message is just the beginning, and Archangel Michael continues to observe, waiting to see how you will respond. Will you embrace this opportunity and open your heart fully, or will you dismiss it and scroll away as if nothing occurred? The choice lies with you, but the time is now. Know that I will accompany you at every stage of this journey. Listen attentively, my beloved, for something sacred is unfolding around you. Archangel Michael remains by your side, his presence gentle, calm, and steadfast like a quiet whisper. Before the forthcoming miracle, he observes the path ahead of you with great intensity, aware that it is closer than you perceive. It is imperative to comprehend that not all individuals around you can see what you perceive or feel what you experience. Some may misinterpret your silence, your kindness, and your divine energy. They may even attempt to sway others against you with distorted narratives, half-truths, or unfounded assumptions. However, Michael assures you that their words cannot diminish the blessing destined for you. There is an envy stemming from the way you radiate serenity in quiet moments. They fail to grasp how you maintain composure amidst the chaos of the world. Thus, in secret, they have spoken ill of you, not with the intent to destroy but to distract you, and they nearly succeeded. They almost led you to doubt yourself, almost convinced you that perhaps you were not meant for the significant miracle you once prayed for. Yet, almost does not define destiny. It holds no weight when heaven has declared a resounding yes. Michael intends for you to deeply absorb this next part. A divine reversal is already in motion. What was designed to hinder you will now begin to bless you. What has been concealed from you will start to unveil itself. The individual who looked away will now return with eyes wide open, ready to see what they had previously overlooked. Child, I am the Lord your God, and I remain unchanged. I witnessed every moment of your confusion. I saw the silent tears you shed while seeking a sign. I noted the times you nearly surrendered, but still whispered your faith into the darkness. That whisper reached me, ascending to the highest realm, resonating louder than any cry for help. This is why you are receiving this message now. Heaven never forgets those who pray in silence. Archangel Michael emphasizes your influence. You have inspired someone to make a critical decision today. They may not express it openly, cloaked in trivial conversation, but your presence is stirring their spirit. Something you did, something powerful that you were unaware of, has awakened a truth within them that no one else could uncover. However, they are frightened. They have experienced hurt and fear that you might not comprehend their struggles. Michael encourages you to hold your light firmly at this moment, as otherwise they may withdraw once more. Therefore, do not diminish yourself or shrink to accommodate others. Trust your feelings, they are genuine, and they are unfolding, with heaven supporting you. Additionally, someone has recently gazed upon a picture of you, perhaps on their phone or in a cherished memory, and experienced a momentary halt in their heart, not due to your appearance but because of the emotions that arose. It served as a spiritual echo, a reminder of something yet unfinished, something authentic, something sacred. That individual is dreaming of you, reflecting on an unspoken conversation that should have transpired. Michael is gently nudging their heart tonight, whispering to them while they sleep. Upon waking, they will feel a pull, a necessity, a message, but they will only act upon it if you persist in holding your ground. Your energy resonates in spaces you've never even entered. Your name is being murmured in rooms you have yet to visit, illustrating the potency of your spirit. When heaven selects someone, their light radiates faster than their physical presence. People notice, even those who pretend otherwise. Allow me to share an important revelation. An unexpected financial breakthrough awaits, tied to someone you once aided without anticipating anything in return. While you may have forgotten that moment, they have not, nor has God. Soon that energy will come back to you, pressed down and overflowing. Someone will mention your name in a conversation that opens doors that were previously locked or delayed by human restrictions. But remember that heaven holds the ultimate key. Michael conveys that this situation transcends mere love. It pertains to purpose, timing, and destiny. Something you were destined to accomplish is now rising from the ashes of delay. You once believed it was too late, that you had missed your opportunity. Michael conveys that the clock has been reset and opportunities are being realigned, granting you a fresh invitation to return to your calling, now with greater grace, strength, and favor. This is not the moment to retreat or remain silent, rather it is a time to speak up, take action, and rise, regardless of whether anyone applauds your efforts or believes in you yet. Heaven believes in you, and it is watching intently, sending signs that will manifest within the next 24 hours. You may notice an unexpected message, a recurring number, a dream, or a surprise call. A delay may even serve as a form of protection. Pay close attention, as these signs will confirm the divine nature of the messages you are receiving. Archangel Michael will not withdraw until you respond with faith. While you need not vocalize it, it is imperative to believe and to behave as though your desires are already being fulfilled. Open yourself to receive this as a pivotal moment, the burning bush, the divine alarm clock, the momentum shift. Even in your doubts and exhaustion, celestial forces are with you now. This moment is steeped in divine timing. Trust and accept it, for it will lead to transformative changes in your life. As we advance to the crucial part of this communication, recognize that if you have followed this far, your spirit is receptive. You can sense something profound stirring within you. I, your God, still have more to convey. A guardian spirit, someone significant from your past, is observing your life not only from this earthly realm but also from the spiritual plane. They have been striving to connect with you through memories, dreams, and fleeting feelings of déjà vu, encouraging you to pause, listen, and embrace their presence. They recognize your pain and the burdens you carry in silence. Today they implore you to release any guilt that never belonged to you. Michael asserts that this loved one has been calling your name in the heavens, asking for your protection and for the angels to envelop you in peace. Your role is to answer that prayer by accepting it. You are safe and you are not alone. The message you have long awaited is already wrought. Nevertheless, many fail to understand that blessings from heaven do not always arrive in the form we expect. Often they may appear as endings, delays, or detours. Yet within such moments lie breakthroughs, and within pauses rests your miracle waiting to be discovered. Presently, someone is deliberating a decision that will significantly impact your life. They are reflecting on your words, recalling the version of themselves that only you recognized, and contemplating the possibility that what they lost was never truly meant to be lost. Archangel Michael indicates that once they grasp this truth, they will find their way back to you. However, do not wait with bitterness. Instead, hold on to expectation. The energy you embody now will influence the commencement of your next chapter. While you may not perceive it yet, a spiritual rescue is currently underway. You have been extricated from a perilous situation emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. This may have appeared as an opportunity or a relationship that seemed filled with love but was a source of control. Recently, Michael severed a connection, which explains why you might feel lighter and less affected by someone's silence. Heaven has subtly been altering your environment, but now this transformation is accelerating, necessitating your emotional and spiritual availability. You must rekindle your belief and hope, shifting your focus from fearing potential failure to embracing the possibility of success. The reality is that your breakthrough has already been initiated and your name is inscribed upon a blessing that is traversing realms to reach you. To move forward, you must position yourself not only physically but also emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. It is essential to extend forgiveness to those you vowed never to forgive, to trust even when it seems illogical, and to embrace the unknown while rejecting the comfort that keeps you stagnant. I understand this is no simple task, however, you were not designed for ease but for impact, purpose, and divine passion. Allow me to share a delicate yet truthful insight. Someone in your life is concealing something from you, not out of a desire to harm but from a fear of losing you. They have made a mistake and buried it in silence, yet this very silence is becoming burdensome for them. They stand at the brink of confession, apprehensive about your potential reaction and your perception of them. As Michael advises, do not pursue them, instead prepare yourself. When they eventually come forward, they will bring truth, and your reaction will determine whether your relationship will mend or unravel completely. Be prepared, be compassionate, and maintain your boundaries, but also allow divine grace to soften your tone when that moment arrives. Remember, not every battle is yours to wage, some are reserved for Michael or for God alone. Release that which you cannot rectify, let go of the burden of needing to be understood by everyone. Stop supporting those who choose to crawl when you were destined to soar. You are on the verge of outgrowing outdated patterns, which is why the pain has been so acute and the confusion prolonged. This final stretch always precedes a blessing. You are transitioning into a new identity, a fresh chapter, and renewed authority in your spiritual journey. As you navigate this new season, Michael is bestowing divine protection upon you. This phase will require less explanation and more faith, less reliance on others and more trust in timing. You will speak less of your pain and engage more in the joy of healing. Your name is sacred in the heavens, your purpose remains intact despite human rejection, your light will shine regardless of applause, and your reward is nearer than you realize. In the next 3 days, an unexpected event will occur. It could be minor or seemingly insignificant, yet it will signify the hope you have sought. When it happens, express your gratitude. That is your affirmation and your gateway forward. I leave you with this reminder: I am your God, still in control. You are not neglected, you are not lagging, nor are you forgotten. This moment is sacred, with heaven wide open, therefore open your hands in spirit, allowing the light to enter. In just 2 minutes you have attained your miracle. I love you now and always. Lastly, focus intently, for we are approaching the concluding and vital part of this message. If you have journeyed with me thus far, it indicates your spirit is receptive. Deep within you sense a stirring, and I, your God, am not finished speaking. There is someone observing your life, not just in our realm but in the spiritual realm as well. A cherished individual who has passed is trying to connect, reaching out through your memories and dreams, prompting you to pause, listen, and feel their presence. They see your silent struggles and the burdens you bear alone, and today they request that you release the guilt you never needed to carry. Michael conveys this individual has been calling your name in heaven, seeking your protection and requesting that angels envelop you in peace. Now it is your turn to answer that prayer by accepting it. You are shielded, you are not alone. Furthermore, the message you have awaited is already wrought. However, many misunderstand that when heaven arranges a blessing, it may not always arrive in a pristine or flawless form. Sometimes it appears as an ending, a delay, or a detour. Yet within that moment lies a breakthrough, a miracle ready to be unveiled. Currently, someone is making a decision that could significantly influence your life. They are weighing their choices, recalling what you have shared, reflecting on the version of themselves known only to you, and they are beginning to regain belief. Perhaps, just perhaps, what has been lost was never truly destined to be lost. Archangel Michael conveys that once they come to comprehend this truth, they will return. However, do not await their return with bitterness, instead hold an expectation. The energy you cultivate now will shape the beginning of the next chapter. You may not yet realize it, but you are currently undergoing a spiritual rescue. You have been extricated from a perilous situation, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, a trap that masqueraded as an opportunity, and a relationship that seemed to offer love yet ensnared you in control. A connection intended for your growth instead led to your diminishment. Michael recently severed a binding connection, which explains your feelings of lightness mixed with confusion. The silence from someone no longer stings as it once did. Heaven has subtly been transforming your environment, and now this transformation is accelerating, requiring your availability not only emotionally but also spiritually. You must rekindle your belief and your hope. Shift your perspective from wondering what might go wrong to considering what might go right. The reality is your breakthrough has already been set in motion. Your name is inscribed upon a blessing that is traversing realms to reach you, but you must align yourself not just physically but emotionally and spiritually. You need to forgive those you once vowed never to forgive. You must trust even when it feels illogical. Embrace the unknown and turn away from the comfort that restrains you. I recognize that this is no easy task, however, you were not designed for ease but for impact, purpose, and divine intent. Now let me share something sensitive yet truthful. Someone in your life is concealing something, not out of malice but to avoid losing you. They have made a mistake and encased it in silence, which is now tearing them apart. They stand on the brink of confession but fear your reaction and how you may perceive them. Michael advises that you should not pursue them, rather prepare yourself. When they approach, they will bring the truth, and your response will dictate whether the relationship heals or crumbles entirely. Be ready, be compassionate, and hold firm to your boundaries, allowing heaven to soften your voice when that moment arrives. Remember, not all battles are yours to fight. Some are reserved for Michael, some for God alone. Release what you cannot fix, relinquish the burden of making others understand, and stop carrying those who choose to crawl when you were meant to soar. You are on the verge of outgrowing old cycles, which explains the intensity of your pain and the prolonged confusion. The final stretch always precedes the blessing's arrival. You are transitioning into a new identity, a fresh chapter, and a new authority in your spiritual journey. Michael is bestowing a divine protection over you. This upcoming season will demand less explanation and more faith, less reliance on others and greater trust in divine timing, less discourse about pain and more celebration in healing. Remember, your name is cherished in heaven, your purpose remains intact despite human rejection, your light will shine regardless of applause, and your reward is nearer than you anticipate. In the next 3 days something unusual will occur. It may appear insignificant, but it will be the sign you have been awaiting. When it arrives, express gratitude. That is your affirmative response, your door to new beginnings. And now I leave you with this affirmation: I am your God, I remain in control, you are not falling behind, you are not forgotten, and you are not too late. This very moment is sacred and heaven's gates are ajar. So open your hands and spirit to welcome the light. You only required 2 minutes, but now you hold your miracle. I love you eternally. I always will, God's dove. And now, my dear child, you have reached the sacred segment of this message that few ever attain, a place where your spirit transcends mere listening to genuine remembrance. Deep within you have known these truths, you have felt them. What you required was a sacred voice to remind you that it was not merely a figment of your imagination. So I am here not as a distant deity watching from afar, but as the voice accompanying your breath, the warmth within your chest, the calm amid your turmoil. I whisper to you now: you are chosen, not by chance or luck, but by divine alignment. When you were created, I concealed a light within you, a light that this world cannot extinguish, regardless of who or what attempts to extinguish it. No matter how often you have questioned your worth, that light is now flickering with renewed strength as you begin to remember who you were before experiencing heartbreak, betrayal, and the fatigue that made you reconsider the blessings in your life. It is important for you to understand that this weariness does not indicate weakness, rather it signifies that your spirit is making space for something new, as your next blessing will not fit within the confines of what you have outgrown. Yes, the discomfort may be present, and yes, it has been quiet. It may feel as though others are distancing themselves, but that is not rejection, it is redirection and preparation. I am clearing the noise so that you can hear the rhythm of my timing. Archangel Michael urges you to take a moment to reflect, because an important decision, a conversation, or an offer is approaching. Although it may appear insignificant at first, within that moment lies a pivotal choice. A single word from you, a yes or no, will determine your path forward. Therefore, do not rush your decision, do not allow fear to dictate your choice. Embrace alignment and let peace guide you, for Michael has already paved the way ahead of you. All that remains is your trust. Here is a profound truth that merits careful consideration. Your tears have not gone unnoticed. They have been collected, counted, and held close, and now heaven is returning joy to the very places where pain once resided. You will smile where you once cried, and you will find comfort in spaces that felt isolating. Restoration is not solely about healing, it encompasses justice, and divine justice is on its way. Those who have wronged you are beginning to sense the weight of their actions, not in terms of punishment but in recognizing what they have lost. They may never articulate this nor offer an apology, but their spirit is aware. Archangel Michael advises you not to return to the past, not out of bitterness but because you have evolved. The version of yourself they once knew is no longer present. You have surpassed their silence and transcend their pride. You are not returning to what once caused you pain. Instead, you are being guided towards something completely new, something that recognizes you, chooses you, and celebrates you. Initially, this will feel unfamiliar as you have spent so long preparing for disappointment. However, this time you will not be disappointed. You will awaken to the realization that this is what you have been waiting for, and it will unfold gently, authentically, and harmoniously. When this moment arrives, do not retreat, do not undermine it, and do not compare it to your past. Open your hands, open your heart, and receive, for this is the moment that heaven envisioned during your moments of sorrow. You are now ready for this season of abundance. The past version of you may not have been equipped to endure such a blessing, but you, the healed and spiritually awakened individual you are now, are not only ready but radiating brilliance. So proceed with confidence, communicate with gentleness, pray sincerely, and love without fear, for this is your answered prayer drawing near. Archangel Michael continues to safeguard this blessing with unwavering determination. He is relentless in his mission until you have received all that heaven has ordained for you. Allow these concluding words to resonate deeply within you. You are no longer in a state of waiting. The door is wide open, the path is intact, love is abundant, the timing is perfect. The message is only just beginning. Therefore rise, rise with joy, rise with purpose, and rise with the certainty that what you hold within is sacred and what approaches you is unstoppable. Heaven is not warning you to instill fear, rather it is extending an invitation to align with its greater purpose, because something far beyond your imagination is already in motion. Embrace this truth: I am with you, I am for you, and I will not let go. Now go forth and live as such. As this door opens, maintain an openness of heart and mind. Do not second-guess yourself or allow the world to sway you from what your spirit inherently recognizes as truth. The moment you fully open your heart to receive my love without logic, limitations, or the need to understand every detail, you will enter a realm where fear cannot accompany you. Ascend above it, for you are currently rising, and you will feel this transformation not only emotionally but physically. A lightness in your chest, warmth in your hands, a gentle stirring in your stomach. These sensations are not merely symptoms, they are divine signals that heaven is realigning your path. In order to align with the vibration of your miracle, it is important to recognize that miracles are drawn to serenity, not to panic. This necessitated a slowdown in your journey. I permitted delays not as a form of punishment but as a means of preparation. These delays have served to teach you patience and to expand your capacity for belief. What I am about to deliver to you is far greater than what you have previously prayed for. You sought restoration, and I am granting you resurrection. You requested survival, and I am offering you abundance. You desired guidance, and I am providing you with divine clarity that no one can diminish. You asked for a sign, and I am presenting you with a complete circle moment imbued with sacred truth. This transformative experience will commence with what the courier brings. It is essential for you to understand that not everyone in your life will accompany you into this new chapter. Some individuals were part of your journey but are not meant to share in your arrival. Consequently, you may notice some people becoming distant while others will simply fade away. Do not pursue them or mourn their absence. This is not rejection but rather realignment. I am placing new individuals along your path, people who resonate with your soul instinctively, who speak your language, who respect your journey, and who appreciate your light without feeling threatened by it. You will recognize these new allies not through their words but through the peace you experience in their presence, the sense of relief your spirit finds in their company, that will be your confirmation. These individuals will arrive following the courier. Do you sense the shift now? That indicates you are in alignment. Pay close attention, for when the courier delivers what I have ordained, do not conceal it or doubt its significance. Do not regard it as something fragile. Treat it as sacred, for indeed it is. Approach it with reverence, awareness, and gratitude, as how you engage with this gift will resonate throughout your future. It will influence the pace at which new opportunities arise and will determine the clarity with which I communicate with you in the upcoming days. This moment will ascertain whether this is merely an isolated event or the inception of a powerful movement in your life. This message transcends mere words. It is a spiritual invitation to elevate yourself, to release the burdens of your past, and to step confidently into the person you were destined to become. You have carried the weight of self-doubt, guilt, regret, and heartbreak for far too long. While these experiences have forged you, they need not accompany you into your future. You are not meant to face the days ahead weighed down by old wounds. You are meant to soar with healed wings. Yes, you will not only survive or progress slowly, you will ascend rapidly. Your newfound speed may bewilder others, your clarity will extinguish doubt, and your joy will return with overwhelming force. Those who attempted to undermine you will witness your flourishing before their very eyes, for what I nurture cannot be destroyed, and I am nurturing you now. I am uplifting you, expanding you, and bestowing upon you beauty in exchange for your ashes, laughter in lieu of tears, and purpose from your pain. This begins with the courier. They carry more than a message, they bring forth a pivotal moment that will divide your life into a clear before and after. You will one day reflect on this day, the 1st of August, and declare it as the day everything transformed. And when you recount your tale, you will remember how you almost overlooked this opportunity, yet something within urged you to open it. And upon doing so, heaven opened alongside it. Let me conclude with a truth that only you and I fully comprehend. You were never forgotten, never too late, and never abandoned. Every setback was an act of mercy, every silence a strategic maneuver, every denial a form of protection, and every prayer you quietly uttered in darkness reached me and received my reply. The answer is now at your doorstep, so rise, my dear child. Stand resolutely in your spirit, for what is on the horizon cannot be halted. You have waited sufficient time, and now it is yours. Open it and do not look back.